We continue learning Kitzur Yomi, and we're in the middle of the second parak, learning the halachas of Netilas Yadaim. And the Kitzur just finished explaining that not only do we have to wash our hands first thing in the morning, but we have to as well wash out our face, wash out our mouth, and be careful that the may of Netilas Yadaim goes into a basin, not in an area that people walk. We continue with Sifei Lo Yiga Kodim Anatila. One should not touch before he watches, lo ba'peh, not your mouth, lo b'chaitim, not your nose, lo b'einayim, not your eyes, lo b'eznayim, not your ears, lo b'ia tabas, not your private areas, lo b'eichlin, not food, lo b'makom ha'kazeh, not in an area that is open for blood, lem neishurach ra'ashayel yadayim ruach on your hands, kodim netila, mazik l'tzvarim ila, it could be a mazik to these areas, all these open orifices of the body, and therefore one has to be careful. On the bottom over here, they pointed out that if one did touch food, lamaisa, one could rinse it off, says the Mishnah Berurah, 3 times before eating it. We'll mention the famous Shaila, Eretz Yisrael, you're buying food maybe from a non-from store. There might be non from Yidden. Of course, Kayim don't have this Ruach HaTama, but Yidden do. So how do you eat the food? Many places held you should lamaisa wash off such fruit before consuming, and there are other kulas which are not for now. We continue with Sif Vav. And this is important to listen to, because when we get to other times of Netilas Yadayim, we'll realize that there might not be as strong as a hakpada, as a requirement to use a kli, a vessel particularly. But here, when it comes to washing in the morning, you need a kli. And the notes here point out perfectly, you want to have a real kli, no cracks, no holes, etc. And ubamayim, and you want to use water, ubakayach gavra, and you have to pour it yourself, which is important that you can't just open up a faucet, let the water come through, because that is not called kayach gavra. K'mayim netilas yadayim l'suda, as we'll see in Siman Mem. But b'shas hachag, shen l'mayim kara, you don't have water, but right to the spal, you want to dami yochlit l'yad mitok kol davar, you can wash your hands with anything b'chol minei mayim, any type of water, below kayach gavra. So when it comes to washing in the morning, lichatchila, kli, water, kayak gava. Shasad chak, any liquid, no kli, no kayak gava, and you still could say the bracha of al netilas yadayim. Says the Kitzur. It's better to dip your hands into the water or the snow. Mishnah Berurah says, as they quote on the bottom over here, 3 different times in the snow, that would be better than using other types of water. What do you do? And this is an important kula, maybe for a nursing woman, or maybe for a chayla that gets in the middle of the night, they need a drink, or other scenarios. You wash your hands in any, wipe your hands in any item, and now let's say it's the morning, you can even make a bracha al Netilas Yadayim, and that's enough for that little tefillah. When you have water in a keli after, you wash your hand again. But you see from here that it works to wipe off your hands. And that's, as we mentioned, if one is a chayla, nursing woman, if they can't get up and wash their hands, let's say middle of the night, nursing the baby, they need a drink, etc., there's a makat mekel to just wipe off your hands. For other reasons as well, you're going back to sleep in those scenarios, etc. Continue with Sif Zayin. It says in Tehillim, Baruch Nafshi Chol Karavai Hashem Kodshai. We bless Hashem, my entire body. You have to bless Hashem with all your organs. You got to clean out your organs. How? From excrement, urine, etc. So what does that mean? Very simply, in the morning when you get up, Mistama, generally you start glasses, you have to use the bathroom. Therefore, and this, of course, is where everyone wonders why we do not do what we said before, which is the moment we wash our hands to make al Netilas Yadayim. And the reason is because you still have to use the bathroom, so don't make the bracha. Until you cleanse your inner organs. Then you wash your hands again, and then you can make the bracha of al Netilas Yadayim. Again, the incredible notes over here point out that the Mishnah Berurah teach us that some say, according to the Chai Adam, till a Maisa, wait until you get to shul, and if one's going to have more kavanah, he certainly could do that. And you make the bracha of Ashiyatzar and Birchas HaTorah, Birchas Elakai Nishama. We continue with Sif 8, Sif Ches. Says the Kitzur, we're now going to pit the 2 reasons for the Netilas Yadayim against each other. The reason of the Rashba, that you're a Bria Chadasha. The reason of the Rosh, that you might have touched Mekaymes Mitunafais. We paskin like both. and we're only going to make the bracha if you have both reasons. Therefore, says the Kitzur in Sif Ches, 4 scenarios in which one has to wash his hands, but you are not to make the brachas. You only make the bracha of Netilas Yadaim if you have both reasons present. Im Hishkim, if someone gets up and you wash your hands during the day, Kedinoi. Excuse me. Im Hishkim, not the other boy, Laila, middle of the night, Kedinoi, Ad or Hayyim, you stay up till the morning. Or you get up, you wash your hands, you went back to sleep while it's still night. And similarly, Hayyoshin by Yom Shitanish when you sleep a half hour by day. And when you're up the whole night, you sleep a half hour. In these 4 cases, yesh safek, it's not clear. Im sricha netilas yadayim oiloi. Therefore, what do? You wash your hands 3 times because the el avaloi yavarich aleim lemaisa or machmir, and you do not make the bracha of al netilas yadayim in such a scenario because you don't have both shitais. Because in these scenarios, one either was not a bria chadasha, it wasn't overnight, or he didn't sleep, and therefore don't have the reason of mekaymis mitunafais. But whenever both reasons are not present, you do not make the bracha of al netilas yadayim. Says the Kitzur and Siftas, ilu dvarim sheikhim netilas yadayim b'mayim, as we conclude Perek Beis. When do you need to wash your hands? And an important halacha is you're going to see there's some items here that maybe one is not makbid on, and hopefully now, as we're learning Kitzur Yomi, we'll start being more makbid. We'll bring HaKadosh Baruch Hu down into the Daled Amay Shel Halacha. Number 1, Hakam and Amit, you get up from bed. Number 2, you leave a bathroom or a bathhouse. Neitel Siparnav, you cut your nail. Amigaleach Sayrav, you cut your hair. Chayletz Min Olav, take off your shoes. Amishamish Mitasai, one is marital relations. And again, bikini, you touch a bug. Maflas begada filu naga bikina, you delouse a garment if you didn't touch it. Chayfei v'reish, you scratch your head, and again, begufim becomes mechusim, you touch covered parts of your body. Of course, these are the areas that la halacha are considered covered, even if they are clean. You leave a cemetery, you go to a funeral, dam, or you give blood. So again, we'll just end as actually we're going to go on to Sif Aleph, but let's just realize that these are real halachas, so one should certainly start to try being more makbid on washing Netilas Yadayim, cutting hair, using the bathroom, shower, marital relations, etc. Says the Kitzur in Perek Gimel Sif Aleph, as we're going to discuss, getting up in the morning, proper anaga, getting dressed, etc. Ksiv says the pasuk in Micha, you have to walk with modesty. Lefikach, therefore, you have to always be modest. Whenever you're putting on clothing, taking off clothing, anything on your body yourself, you should not expose your body. El yalbish v'yavshitai, put it on and take it off. When you're lying in your bed covered. One should not say, I'm in a dark innermost room. Who sees me? Because of course, bringing us back to the first year. And there's no such thing as darkness and light. It's all the same in front of Kadosh Baruch Hu. Be modest and bashfulness. We'll just mention that there is Ramesha Feinstein who says that if one has a designated area, like a closet, like a bathroom, that's where he changes. There is a makkah to be makel to get fully undressed in that area. But certainly when it comes to tznius, there is always a level that one could be more and more makbid as one is realizing this is nothing to do with women, this is men as well. One should never be completely undressed in any area. Pick it up from here, B'siyata Vishmai.